is quite special when it comes to data mining.
No, Preeti and I are going to say this, and she will hopefully confirm.
You say nobody said sweep.
We said BJP ahead. We came back saying
ahead is different from sweep. You never said sweep.
I didn't say sweep. My number was 125.
It's a bada number. If it's it's looking at 130 right now, but if the vote share gap is 49 versus 41, and if that holds, that 130 is going to go up.
As of now, Kamal Nath, the incredibly durable Kamal Nath is trailing as of now in Chhindwara. There's a Congress election person who's saying no, he's leading as per ECI. As per our numbers, Kamal Nath is trailing in Chhindwara. Someone who's won 9 Lok Sabha elections there, won the last by-election from Chhindwara. His son is the MP from there. The only time he's lost from Chhindwara is when his wife once contested in 1996. So you've got Kamal Nath at the moment trailing in Chhindwara. So clearly Congress at the moment on the back foot in Madhya Pradesh, and the BJP also building some kind of a lead in Rajasthan. Once it crosses 100 with a 24 seat lead, but remember it's only 10
years. 15 others. The moment it crosses 93, 94, the BJP is through. The Congress needs to be 100 plus to be comfortable, or very close to 100. BJP even if it's
95. Whoever's at 95 has a chance.
There is one Mr. Durable in Indian politics, and that's Shivraj Singh Chauhan. He's Rahul Dravid now, the wall, whatever you might want to call him.
No, but I think he makes a good point.
I think it's too early to say.
And can I also add a little bit of masala to it? Look at Chhattisgarh. It's tightening. 40 is playing 50 in Chhattisgarh. So you're just 5 ahead of the halfway mark. 5 more switch sides at 10 a.m. in the morning. And you can look at your margin calculator now for Chhattisgarh round and tell us. I won't be surprised if Chhattisgarh could also go down to the wire if these numbers hold at the moment. 40 is playing 50 there. That's the closest fight. Out of the 4 states, if you look at the moment purely in terms of numbers, there's only a gap of 5. You're only 5 above the halfway mark. Small shift in Chhattisgarh could change the way the state is at the moment.
If we look at the national picture, if I aggregate all the leads that are coming in from the different states and throw up an overall picture, in the 638 seats where counting is on at the moment, it's tightening. It's 289 versus 280. Earlier, the Congress they won 320 last time. So it's 289 this time versus 280. The national contest, this is just a talking point. This is just bragging rights. But that contest is tightening as well. 289 versus 280 and 69 Rajdeep for the others.
I think what the picture that, as I said, it will be interesting to see Chhattisgarh is because Chhattisgarh margins are notoriously small. So we could see a shift there, which could make it a cliffhanger. I think Madhya Pradesh and Telangana are settling down. I'm not yet saying Rajasthan is fully settling down because, again, there's a 10-seat shift required that could change the picture dramatically. But the other states, the Congress's best news Telangana, the BJP's best news is in Madhya Pradesh. And look at how it's changing within the state. Okay. Tribal areas of Madhya Pradesh, if you go to the belt by belt in Madhya Pradesh, you will see the tribal areas, it's the BJP which is dominating. These were areas which the Congress won last time. Just take a look at a region like Malwa Nimad, which was last time very much with the BJP. This time on the other hand, with the Congress, this time BJP leading in 12, Congress in 6. So you've changed the complete dynamics of Madhya Pradesh by winning tribal belt. Even in Mahakaushal, 23 to BJP, 21 to INC and GGP, the Gondwana Ganatantra Party is leading in 3.
So one of the questions that people will have in their minds, and spend a moment with me as I take you through this on the election intelligence dashboard, and this is where the magic and the true prowess of the EI comes in. These kind of insights, I guarantee to you, even top party leaders at this second will find difficult to process in the speed at which I can. So we'll go through it one by one, and in Chhattisgarh, if you're wondering from where things stand, 52 versus 38, what could change? Here it is, for the first time this morning, a margin calculator. How many seats are being won and lost at this moment with a margin of less than 500 between the winner and the runner-up? At this moment, ladies and gentlemen, there are 87 seats where the margin is less than 500, which means that just the initial rounds of counting have happened. Anything can change. The Congress is leading on 51, the BJP on 36. 87 seats, margin is less than 500, anything can change on these seats. Let's look at those seats where the margin is less than 1,000. 88 such seats, 52 versus 36. So these are very initial trends. That's the point that Rajdeep was making. Very initial trends in Chhattisgarh. So the situation in a tight contest could change unless it starts opening up in some direction. Should I just do the same in Rajasthan as well? Because people are thinking it's settling. Has it really settled? In Rajasthan, if I bring out my margin calculator, let's look at the seats where the gap is less than 500 at this moment. What is the initial leads? On 196 such seats, the BJP leading on 103, the Congress leading on 77. Again in Rajasthan, the trend could potentially change. From there, let's now come to Madhya Pradesh. I'll pull out the margin calculator for Madhya Pradesh. In Madhya Pradesh, on seats where the margin is less than 500, there are 226 such seats at this moment. The BJP leading on 128, the Congress leading on 93. So if you're a supporter, Rajdeep, of any party amongst our viewers, don't eat your laddus just yet. The game has only just got started.
Absolutely, and therefore, I would say in all the states except for Madhya Pradesh, I think you can still say I know that 65 out of 119 appears that the Congress is safe in Telangana. I just only put the caveat that when you add the BRS, BJP, and others, and TS Sudhir, is there any possibility at all of an alliance of a Mahakutumi of BRS, AIMIM and the BJP?
Well, that would be a bit of too much of a wishful thinking. But one interesting part about that others category, yes. 6 of them are from MIM, 1 from BSP, and in Nampally seats, which is the area abutting the Hyderabad railway station, the MIM is trailing. The Congress is leading in that was a seat where the Congress thought they would upset OVC.
In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, since 2009, MIM has won its 7 seats. This time they could be losing one, and there was a buzz in Hyderabad that Nampally was the
vulnerable seat. Firoz Khan of the Congress is leading.
And I have a particular reason to remember Nampally. I used to go to a court there every few months for a defamation case, and therefore I have memories of Nampally very stuck in my mind. Nampally court, done. Correct me, Sudhir, there's a Nampally court.
The Metropolitan Magistrates courts are there.
My God, don't ask me what used to go on in the Nampally court, but go on.
I think this Mahakutumbi you're talking about is possible if you include the central agencies, office of governor, etc. Then possibly it's feasible.
I know you're saying that, but the truth of the matter is that
MIM and
BJP. In the past, the BRS has shown a great ability to capture the opposition in some form or the other. You can do that when you're in power. Once the Congress has crossed 60, they'll do what Sudhir said. They will capture the BRS.
Today, I run the margin calculator for Telangana. There's phenomenal interest. I mean, the level of interest in Telangana and amongst people from Telangana in India Today's coverage is just phenomenal. So I'll show you the margin calculator for Telangana and give you a sense of how many seats are being won and lost with very wafer-thin margins at this moment. Of the 119 seats, in 40 seats, the margin is less than 500. The BRS is leading those. Congress leading on 66 seats. So in the initial rounds of counting, nobody's really leapt into a very big lead just at this moment. If I show you a very quick breakup of where the BRS's losses are coming from and where the Congress's gains are coming from, the BRS getting hammered in the north, getting beaten beaten in Central, losing less ground in Hyderabad, and getting quite badly beaten in South as well. The Congress's gains, if you look at where the Congress's gains are coming from, the Congress is gaining 18 seats in the North, 14 in Central, 3 in Hyderabad, 13 in the South. Is the North surprising you, Sudhir, just a bit?
Well, in fact, it's the South which is surprising me a bit. Of course, the Congress is doing very well, but South, Mehboob Nagar, Nalgonda was where they were expected to sweep. Uttam Kumar Reddy told us that Congress could win entire 12 out of 12 or at least 11 out of 12 in Nalgonda district. So that would be something which would worry the Congress because this was the best bet for the Congress party.
No, but I think North is a huge surprise.
Yes.
I mean,
North is a
at-
surprise.
You know, the fact is the Congress is actually winning on the back of the North.
Yep.
You see, they thought they would sweep South and Central. What's happening instead is the North. And this is where KCR refused to change his candidates.
Yep.
This is where he decided we'll keep in the candidates who had won a couple of elections 2014 and 18, didn't change his candidates and is paying a heavy price. And the BJP, which won 3 Lok Sabha seats in the North, is actually only leading in 2. So the anti-incumbency vote has crystallized around the Congress in the North. It's the North that is propelling the Congress to a possible win in Telangana.
Most of the ministers came from
That's
the
right.
North.
All the major ministers in his government came from North Telangana. Akshita Nandgopal is joining me at the moment from Hyderabad. Akshita, it appears all roads at the moment are leading to Revant Anna's house. Revant Reddy is about to take revenge for the fact that he was almost denied bail to attend his daughter's wedding.
Very much so, Rajdeep. I'm joining you live now from the Congress office in Hyderabad. The celebration. I just want to make sure that everyone's watching India Today here as well. You heard the slogans being distributed. Protesters literally shoved into their mouth as they're chanting these slogans. आप हिंदी में बताएंगे? हिंदी ठीक है? अब बताइए आपको लग रहा है कि अभी पूरा हो गया जी?
100% मैडम अभी होने का नहीं है। राहुल गांधी जी ने हाथ से हाथ जोड़ो मोहब्बत जोड़ो जो बात हुआ
आपके पीछे 88 लिखा है 88 तो नहीं पहुंचा अब तक
सही बात हेलो मैं बात करता हूँ मेरा केसीआर आना केसीआर नहीं आना बहन
केसीआर आना?
मैडम
जो भी है आपको आपके जगह हमारे नेता जो ठहरे हुए हैं कई लगों से
ठीक है आप बताइए
मैडम डेफिनेटली वी विल सिंगल लार्जेस्ट मेजॉरिटी 80 सीट्स मैडम लास्ट 1 मंथ से 100% कांग्रेस लीडर्स को पूरा कंफर्म हो गया
You're saying 86. Okay, everyone's very high spirited here. High spirited. They all want to have a word, but they're all saying 80 plus even now. It's what? Is it about? I can't see from here, but I can see that it's going up further. 67 plus. They're saying 80 plus.
So there you can see Revant Reddy's supporters celebrating at the moment. There are stories within a story though that are taking place. Let's look at some of the VIPs in Telangana at the moment. K. Chandrasekhar Rao, this is a huge story building up. He's trailing at the moment in Kamareddy to Revant Reddy. Remember, KCR is contesting in 2 constituencies. Gajwel is his bastion. In Gajwel at the moment, KCR is leading. So he's leading in Gajwel, but when it comes to the other constituency, the other key constituency of KCR, which is in Kamareddy, which is the real battle that's taking place, Sudhir, in Telangana. K. Chandrasekhar Rao, Revant Reddy, KV Ramareddy, he's trailing.
One of the reasons why Revant Reddy decided to take on KCR in Kamareddy is because he wanted to send across a message that among the entire lot of Congress aspirants for chief ministership, I am number 1, and that's why he took on KCR. Otherwise, we don't see in Andhra and Telangana politics the big heavyweights taking on each other.
And here's a huge story. Mohammad Azharuddin is leading at the moment in Jubilee Hills in a seat which is dominated by the BRS, where OVC has put up a candidate against him. Mohammad Azharuddin at the moment is leading in against Bhagati Gopinath, who's a very strong leader in that area of Jubilee Hills. T. Raja Singh in Goshamahal leading, not surprising. He, remember, was charged once with hate speech, but he is a dominant strongman figure there. Akbaruddin Owaisi, controversial figure, is leading at the moment also in the old city of Hyderabad. It's a seat which the AIMIM has held. Harish Rao, Siddipet, right-hand man of KCR, nephew of KCR, and also finance minister, is leading at the moment there from Siddipet. Etala Rajendra, the BJP strongman, contesting also 2 seats, is trailing at the moment in Gajwel. So that's a bit of a setback for the BJP, but BJP expected not to win that seat. Let's see if there is any other seat that's significant at the moment. Bandi Sanjay Kumar of the BJP, its former president, its OBC face, is trailing at the moment. So the BJP is taking a bit of a hit in Telangana with some of its strongmen. Madhu Yakshagoud is former MP, is hoping to become a minister in Telangana. In a tough seat, is the ex-Nizamabad MP, is leading at the moment in Lal Bahadur Nagar. Yes.
God was thought to be the urban counterpoint to KT Ramarao as far as the Hyderabad space was concerned. Now, whether he will be able to do so in Hyderabad, build up the party in Hyderabad, that will be a tall order. But Madhu Yakshagoud would be the person to look out for.
You know, if you look at the region map of one last time of Telangana, because of that huge interest there, the BRS is leading in 9 but down 3 in Hyderabad. The Congress making some gains at the moment in Hyderabad. So is the BJP at the moment in Hyderabad. If you go down south at the moment in Telangana, the Congress is leading but in a tough fight. BRS down 14. They had swept this region. Congress leading in 19. The real story of Telangana remains the north, because here the Congress is leading in 23, BRS in 7, BJP in 2 areas of Adilabad, Nizamabad. This is where the Congress is making its big leap forward in the state. And in central Telangana at the moment, it is the Congress all the way 21 to 9 areas like Khammam, among others. So you've got the Congress in Telangana clearly in the lead at the moment. The best news for the Congress coming from Telangana.
About North Telangana, these include the tribal areas, this includes the coal belt, where again the Congress had made huge inroads. There was a lot of resentment against the BRS among the coal belt areas.
And correct me if I'm wrong, large Muslim population here. So the Muslim, OBC, ST, SC combined in Telangana. Traditional Congress-based areas like Medak, which Indira Gandhi famously won in 80, are coming back to the Congress. The best news for the Congress in Telangana. It's a tough fight though. Chhattisgarh. Rahul has been waiting for one super over. We thought the super over will be Rajasthan. As of now, who knows? That super over could be in Chhattisgarh.
It is tightening in Chhattisgarh. Let's look at the numbers from Chhattisgarh just at this moment, because initially it seemed the Congress was quite comfortably placed in Chhattisgarh. That no longer seems to be the case. The data at this moment suggests the Congress is leading on 47, the BJP is leading on 43, 46 is the halfway mark. So the Congress only 1 seat above the halfway mark. That cannot be good news for the Congress. Let's look at what's happening in the different regions. Remember, the path to power in Chhattisgarh usually comes from the Bastar region. The Congress leading in 8 of those 12 seats, the BJP leading on 4. They were hammered in Bastar last time round. In the rest of Chhattisgarh,
it's 45 all round. It's a tie at the moment. The super over is coming as of now from Chhattisgarh. 45 each in
and Rajasthan seems from the data to be settling in favor of the BJP, at least at this moment. Our poll went up to 100. There's 7 more than where our poll ended. but Chhattisgarh is indeed going down to the super over.
Yes. Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, they were one state until year 2000.
Yes.
And since then, all elections, the voting pattern has been similar. If you look at the 2003 election, 2008 election, 2013 election, 2018 election, they were the same, on same lines.
For the first time, Rashid Saab, since counting started in the morning, the BJP has overtaken the Congress.
I'm not surprised.
Overtaken the Congress in Chhattisgarh. It's now 47 versus 43. Chhattisgarh is getting exciting. If they're able to win Chhattisgarh, along with sweeping Madhya Pradesh and winning Rajasthan, the BJP will be dancing. They would have swept the heartland.
And it will be huge because look at what happened in 2018. In 2018, all these three states were won by the Congress. The Congress won a near three-fourths majority in Chhattisgarh. That is being overturned, Rahul, by the Congress actually now declining sharply and the BJP now leading by 4 in Chhattisgarh. So you've got the distinct possibility of a 3-1 verdict in favor of the BJP. As we stand today, it's the BJP leading in 3 states, the Congress just in 1, which suggests that the Congress, and remember, the BJP won 62 out of 65 Lok Sabha seats in these 3 states. So these results will give the BJP a huge boost. When you lost 2018 in the Vidhan Sabha and still won Lok Sabha, imagine when you win the Vidhan Sabha, you will only feel even more confident.
But these are just trends. Things could still change. But at this moment, the BJP in Chhattisgarh has a 52% strike rate. In a bipolar fight, 52 is good because the Congress's strike rate is only 48. Let's just try and get into Chhattisgarh for a moment because there's been a twist in the tail in Chhattisgarh. The BJP leading for the first time, 46 versus 44. Dr. Raman Singh, the former Chief Minister of the BJP, on his seat in Rajnandgaon, is trailing. Bhupesh Baghel in Patan at this moment seems to be trailing. Amit Jogi, Ajit Jogi's son, is trailing in Patan. It's Vijay Baghel, who is the MP from that area. He currently is leading in Patan. T.S. Singh Deo in Ambikapur, from the Congress party, Deputy Chief Minister, is trailing as well. Arun Sahu, who's the new face of the BJP coming from the Sahu community, is currently leading in Lormi. Brij Mohan Agarwal, one of the businessman faces. He doesn't like to be called a businessman, a trader face of the BJP. He's leading in his Raipur City South seat. So this is a big twist. It could be 3-0. If it is 3-0, bragging rights, they'll say, okay, Congress is relegated to the South. In the heartland, sir.
You say Congress
I said Congress will be relegated to the South.
There's a possibility here of 4 first-time chief ministers.
Yeah, Arun Sahu would be, to me, my mind, be the front runner because again he fits in with what the BJP wants, create a clear build OBC faces across the Hindi heartland. If the BJP wins Chhattisgarh, and it's still a big hit because it's very close, Arun Sahu could be a potential.
If they want to take a more controversial decision, former IAS officer OP Chaudhary could be considered as well.
And he's younger as well.
He's younger. The BJP top brass loves him.
You could have 4 first-time chief ministers.
And Rahul, you see this fellow, Vijay Baghel, he's not only a Lok Sabha MP, he's a giant killer. In 2008 also he had defeated Bhupesh Baghel.
And you know what the BJP did very successfully in Chhattisgarh, Rahul, is they got a strong candidate against Bhupesh Baghel, so he was virtually signaling that we're taking the battle into the enemy camp. Also put up a lot of smaller parties and independent candidates sponsored by the BJP. We'll have to see your margin calculator to look at the margin, but my sense is these others are playing a crucial role at the moment in Chhattisgarh. In the past, it used to be the BSP and the Gondwana Ganatantra Party which would play that role. Now you've got Amit Jogi's party, the Congress Janta, the JCC, the Janta Chhattisgarh Congress, and you've got a lot of independents who are denied tickets who are playing a role. So Chhattisgarh is the state, Rahul, that could go down to the wire. And if the BJP wins Chhattisgarh, wow, 3-1. Narendra Modi, Amit Shah will have reason to celebrate today.
So I just want to explain before I show the margin calculator that the caveat to keep in mind when you look at the margin calculator is that these are very initial rounds of polling. So a lot of seats will look like they're in the margin. That could change as more votes get counted. So in the margin calculator, there are 80 seats out of 90 in Chhattisgarh, which have been won and lost by margins of less than 500 votes. And it's a dead heat. 40 versus 40. 40 for the BJP, 40 for the Congress. When the margin is less than 500, the ball can swing in either camp, Rajdeep.
It can swing in either camp, but Chhattisgarh clearly, once it's through the wire, you've got a state where there could be the potential resort politics. There is a lot of pressure on individual MLAs. Particularly the others get a couple. One side is 42, others is 45, 45 each. It's still anyone's game in Chhattisgarh. So I think if there is one state which is going through the wire at the moment, it is Chhattisgarh. Smaller constituency. Are you surprised, Rahul Verma, by some of these Chhattisgarh numbers? A party which gets 68 seats last time is now struggling to cross the halfway mark. Bad news for the Congress.
Some surprise because everyone was expecting Chhattisgarh to go in Congress way. But after the Access My India poll, which actually indicated that it could be a very, very close fight, what we are seeing today is something we were forewarned of. What is much more sort of like interesting about Chhattisgarh is that BJP picking up not just among OBCs but also doing well in ST seats.
There is
an interesting swing, and you could show us that. Look at the swing compared to last time. You will have a 7 to 8% swing for the BJP already there.
What this shows is where the duel is BJP versus Congress. At this moment, the BJP is pounding the Congress. Where it's Congress versus the BRS, the Congress is beating the BRS. For the first time since I started tracking this data, the BJP has now overtaken the Congress in the national tally. So if I add the seats and the trends from each of the 4 states where counting is on at the moment, the BJP out of those 638 currently leading in 287, the Congress leading in 283. Last time they had 320. So the Congress has come down significantly from 2018. The BJP is up at 287 for the first time in the aggregate. This aggregate means nothing. It's just bragging rights. Bragging rights in politics are very important though. 287 leads for the BJP. Congress now at 283. They won't like this.
And I'll tell you a small story within Chhattisgarh that's developing. In Bastar, Congress leading in 7, BJP in 5. Remember last time Congress won 11 out of 12 and eventually won the 12th in a by-election. The Adivasi Samaj formed a party called Hamara Adivasi, and I went to some areas. They were objecting to the fact that when religious conversion was taking place and the Christian tribals wanted protection, the Baghel government didn't give it to them. That the Baghel government didn't stand by them in their hour of need. Baghel government didn't give them some of their forest rights that they wanted, and they said we are forming our own party. I won't be surprised if HMR, the Hamar Adivasi Party, which has been set up by the likes of the old Congress leader Arvind Netam, who left the Congress in August this year, are actually denting the Congress in Bastar. And we are seeing with Sarguja also, where the Congress had swept, T.S. Singh Deo kind of leader losing, someone who's won with 50% plus of the vote. So that is making a difference.
Shivraj Singh Chauhan is speaking at this moment. He'd be delighted. I spoke to him after the poll. Let's listen to him. And this is the Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister speaking at this moment.
गैस के रिसाव के कारण हजारों भाई बहन जिनमें हमारे छोटे छोटे बच्चे शामिल थे, उन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी खो दी, असमय काल के गाल में समा गए। भोपाल का वो दृश्य भूलता नहीं है जब सड़कों पर अपनी जान बचाने अपने बच्चों को लेकर भाई और बहन दौड़ रहे थे, और वो भयानक दृश्य ऐसा है कि कई मवेशी भैंसें ऐसी थी जिनके पेट फट गए थे, दौड़ते दौड़ते कई लोग गिरे और हमेशा के लिए दुनिया छोड़ के चले गए। मैं उन सब भाई बहनों के चरणों में श्रद्धा के सुमन अर्पित करता हूं, लेकिन इस संकल्प के साथ कि फिर कोई शहर भोपाल ना बने, ऐसी गैस ट्रेजेडी फिर ना दोहराई जाए। हमें सबको सोचना पड़ेगा, केवल मध्य प्रदेश और देश की बात नहीं करता, दुनिया को भी, कि भौतिक प्रगति की अंधी चाह में हम प्रकृति के साथ ऐसा खिलवाड़ ना करें कि प्रकृति हमको ही निगल ले। और इसलिए विकास और पर्यावरण में हमको संतुलन स्थापित करना पड़ेगा। यह धरती सबके लिए है, मनुष्यों के साथ साथ कीट पतंगे, जीव जंतु, पशु पक्षियों के लिए भी है। तो सबके लिए धरती सुरक्षित बने और आने वाली पीढ़ियों के रहने के लायक भी बनी रहे, ऐसे सारे प्रयास न केवल हमको मध्य प्रदेश में बल्कि देश में और दुनिया में सबको करने पड़ेंगे। अभी दुबई में प्रधानमंत्री जी ने, श्रीमान नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने धरती को बचाने के लिए जो आवश्यक कदम उठाने हैं उनका जिक्र किया था। भारत उस रास्ते पर चलेगा, मध्य प्रदेश भी हर संभव प्रयत्न करेगा कि पर्यावरण के साथ छेड़छाड़ ना हो और आगे हम विकास को ऐसा संतुलित करें कि वो विकास हमारे लिए जानलेवा ना बने। मैं एक बार फिर गैस पीड़ित भाई और बहनों के जो नहीं रहे उनके चरणों में श्रद्धा के सुमन अर्पित करता हूँ। जो हैं उनके कल्याण के काम हम करते रहेंगे और आगे फिर कोई ऐसी ट्रेजेडी ना हो, इसके लिए हर संभव प्रबंध करेंगे।
Remember, of course, today is December 3rd, and 1984, December 2nd, night, 3rd morning was when the horrific Bhopal gas tragedy took place, killing thousands of people. Shivraj Singh Chauhan remembering that day.
But it's also a show of confidence, Rajdeep. The fact that he's emerging, he's also staking claim.
That's right.
Because I've done it. No matter how much the BJP in different quarters in Madhya Pradesh tried to undermine him, at 138, with 21 leads from the last time, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, like Yogi Adityanath in Uttar Pradesh, emerging as a force in his own right. No matter what you think, you know, people even in the BJP were saying, bore ho gaye, ubasi aa gayi, thak gaye, he's sounding repetitive. If he's been able to lead the BJP to 138 leads at this moment, with 29 trends over the last elections, Shivraj Singh Chauhan is one of the biggest winners today. Make absolutely no mistake about that. That's the verdict. And his Ladli Bahina scheme turning out to be a game changer. Our poll was showing a 10% vote share gap between the BJP and the Congress amongst the women. This, like Yogi, in Uttar Pradesh, where the BJP thought 220, 230, they actually ended up with more than 300. This is a big victory for the man of the moment, Shivraj Singh Chauhan.
And you know, after our poll, when we conducted it, he spoke to us on the phone. He was, in fact, while the poll was on, his secretary was sending messages. And one of the things that he mentioned, which I thought is an important word in politics, it's the word called bharosa. It means trust. You see, Shivraj Singh Chauhan put 1,250 rupees in the pockets of women through the Ladli Bahina scheme. The Congress promised it. But when I'm getting it already from one person, I tend to trust him. I got a sense, Preeti, when we traveled, and you traveled a lot there as well, that women trusted Shivraj Singh Chauhan to deliver on that promise. Yes, there were other serious problems. There are paper leak problem. There was the Patwari recruitment scam. There is a sense that, you know, there are very few jobs that the government has created. But purely on the gender factor, it appeared that Shivraj Singh Chauhan, and not just Ladli Bahina, before that there's Ladli Lakshmi. In fact, he told me that I've had a series of schemes for 30 years. Don't just focus on this. You agree that there is gender which cut across caste in Madhya Pradesh?
Well, you're right there, and it comes from what you pointed out right from the beginning, Rajdeep, bharosa. So there is a sense of affinity that the women of Madhya Pradesh, you know, the fact is we can talk ad nauseam, but the fact is called Mamaji hasn't come overnight, right? It's been coined, it's been fueled, and it's been fueled over generations per se, where the women of Madhya Pradesh are concerned. So you speak to somebody who's just a first-time voter, and you speak to the grandmother of that voter, and 3 generations of that, you know, the same family. They have that affinity where they believe that he will deliver on, you know, on these grounds. While in this case, the Congress was offering 1,500 rupees, but for them, 1,000 rupees raised to 1,250 rupees was a lot more than the promise of a 1,500 rupees in case the Congress government came to power. And this is what cut across regions. It cut across the Chambal region to the Mahakoshal region, and it also cut across, you know, to the other Bundelkhand and Bagelkhand.
So we can show that, Preeti. On the election intelligence dashboard, I can show you where the BJP's leads are actually coming from. The BJP is down 3 in the Bagelkhand region. Bagelkhand, I just got somebody saying Bagelkhand, not sounding okay. So Bagelkhand. In Bundelkhand, they're up 7. In Chambal, the BJP is up 11. That's good news for Jyotiradittya Scindia. In Mahakoshal, the BJP is up 6. In Malwa, the BJP is up 4. In Nimar, the BJP is up 5 seats. If I look at the Congress's gains and losses, the Congress is losing 6 seats in Bundelkhand, 10 in Chambal, 7 in Mahakoshal, 4 in Malwa, and 3 in Nimar. Pooja Shali joins us from right outside Shivraj Singh Chauhan's residence. There is a question that's been asked within BJP circles in particular, whether there will be a generational change, whether the top brass in Delhi will want to change the chief minister. Given that the BJP currently leads at 139, are Shivraj Singh Chauhan supporters confident that it will be Mama Ji once more?
Let's ask that question then, because for now, Rahul, what a moment this is turning out here in Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. Just for the starters, I'm at the Chief Minister's residence. This is where Shivraj Singh Chauhan, 4-term Chief Minister, 2005, 2008 to 2013, then returning in 2020 after the Congress government. These workers are all set, and like you, Shivraj Singh Chauhan's confidence. He's gone ahead as per schedule, tragedy, when he's paid to tribute, says we'll continue to work. Let's ask him. एक बात बताइए, कितने सालों से आपने शिवराज सिंह चौहान जी को देखा है मुख्यमंत्री? अब क्या शिवराज सिंह चौहान जी ही आने चाहिए? मामा जी आने चाहिए या कोई और आना चाहिए, बदल जाना चाहिए?
शिवराज सिंह चौहान, शिवराज भैया राज करो, शिवराज भैया राज करो, हम तुम्हारे साथ हैं।
मुख्यमंत्री ये बदलाव नहीं चाहिए, जो कह रहे थे कि इतने सालों से है, अब तो बदल जाना चाहिए, कांग्रेस आ जाएगी। तो ये जो अभी रुझान आ रहे हैं 130 140 की तरफ, ये क्या दर्शाता है?
शिवराज भैया को जनता चाहती है, क्योंकि उन्होंने इतने अच्छे काम किए हैं कि अभी तक मध्य प्रदेश में किसी भी मुख्यमंत्री ने नहीं किए। विकास बोलता है, हाँ बोली, शिवराज जी का काम बोलता है, फालतू गप्पे छप्पे चलना कुछ नहीं चलेगा कांग्रेस के।
लाडली बहना चली,
अरे लाडली बहना नहीं दौड़ के चली, अब लाडली बहना ज्यादा काम रहा पुरुषों का। अरे मैं आप बताऊं, तन मन और धन
All right, so these are the supporters, and I must add here, of course, there is largely been a scheme for the young women, for girls, but remember, there's also the tribal section here, 47 seats that BJP had lost earlier in 2018. It had gone to the Congress party. Is it going to get that back? Because it's the tribal belt, it's the women, it's the young girls. And now this gentleman says also the men have voted, and they are saying it has to be Shivraj Singh Chauhan. We are not ready for any change. Bharatiya Janata Party.
आज तक की जो रिपोर्टिंग बता रहे थे 149 गलत बता रहे थे कि ये ऐसा ऐसा बोल दिया कांग्रेस, जबकि 101 इससे ऊपर आ गई.
क्योंकि बिल्कुल सही बैठा है हमारा रुझान. Because see, so the people here, Rahul, Rajdeep, they are watching Aaj Tak India Today's Access My India polls, and they are saying it's actually there. Where what we were suggesting 140 to 162, that is what is happening presently, and it's only trending. So back to you in the studio. Here I can tell you preparations are on. Shivraj Singh Chauhan and Jyotiraditya Scindia have gone as per schedule to pay tribute over the anniversary of Bhopal gas tragedy. But they'll be returning here at the Chief Minister's house. Laddus are ready. I can tell you that they're just waiting for an official confirmation.
I hope you get some of those laddus as well. The good thing about being a reporter on the ground is you can eat a laddu no matter who wins, right? Especially for India today, we can have laddus. You can have laddus in both sides, and if the poll has done as well as it has, then we can have double the laddus. Here is the retain ratio of Telangana. What this suggests is just gives you the sense of anti-incumbency against K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Out of the 88 seats that the BRS had won last time, they are currently trailing on 61% of those seats, retaining only 34 of those 88. And the big wins are coming for the Congress, which has bagged 50 seats, which the BRS had last time. The BJP has picked up 2 seats the BRS had last time. Others have picked up 2. For the Congress, it had 19 seats that it won last time. They're retaining 74% of those. They've lost 5. 4 of those are going to the BRS, none to the BJP, none to the AIMM. So the BJP had only 1 seat, so that doesn't really make much of a difference. Let's look at the BRS's gains and losses and where these are coming from. In the northern part of Telangana, the BRS is currently trailing on 20 seats they had last time. In the central part of Telangana, the BRS is down 12 from the last time. In Hyderabad, the BRS is down 3. In the southern region of Telangana, the BRS is down 15. Where are the Congress's gains and losses? As I said, and this is the magic and the power of the election intelligence dashboard, which we've worked so hard with the India Today Data Intelligence Unit to power live for you. 19 of the leads for the Congress coming from the north, 14 of the leads for the Congress coming from central, 3 interestingly from Hyderabad. The Congress was supposed to be a wipeout in Hyderabad. That doesn't seem to be the case. 14 of those leads, T.S. Sudhir, coming from the south. And interestingly, even in Chhattisgarh, the Congress is now back in the lead.